another quote that comes to mind is that it kind of pertains to this like social media highlight reel. Is like, if we only wanted to be happy, that would be fine, but we want to be happier, which is almost always difficult because we perceive other people to be happier than they really are.
And happier is that, we goes back to that one of our original conversations about judgment, and we have to compare ourselves to
That's
something.
it. You gotta compare.
Right,
Yeah.
and in that comparison, happier is always above where I am now,
right.
which means it's unattainable.
Unattainable.
Which
That's
is frustrating.
Super frustrating.
And you'll never be happy.
You won't. And I think that that's one of the biggest ones, especially for young leaders. I feel like you kind of escaped the social, well, here we are doing a little social, I mean, it's key. It's good. It's like, it's a tool. It's a tool that you can build a house with a hammer. And
but
you
I
can
didn't go
break a
through
skull.
high school with social media.
Man, in your formative years, I also didn't. Like I got my first iPhone when I think right after I graduated high school. And I can't even fathom.
Yeah.
I applaud profusely parents that are like, we're looking at the psychology, we're looking at the sociology, we're looking at the statistics, we're looking at the triple in teen suicide since social media came out, the triple in mental health since the iPhone came out, of mental health like difficulties. I'm looking at the data and I was like, we don't hand car keys to a 10-year-old.
No.
Car's an incredible resource.
Right.
That at the wrong time brings death. And I consider social media like 100%. It's like, do you have the faculties and the like, psychological and the identity that you're not like hooked to that thing? So I think like one of the biggest things in the next several years are going to be like, how can we out disciple the digital age of people that are drinking in social media. I mean, it's like if you watch The Social Dilemma.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, and you ask them, they're like, do you let your kids like use Facebook? And they're like, oh, absolutely not. I was in the room where it happened.
And these are the leaders at Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. They're the ones that are proferting off of the attention capital.
Yeah. No way, Jose.
And they're like, absolutely not. And so I think one of the biggest things is like, how are we stewarding our identity and who we're becoming? And are we conscious of how the digital world is shaping or hindering?
Well, and what comes to mind as you're saying that is really, I mean, we are by nature consumers.
Yeah.
And we are becoming what we are consuming.
That's it. You are what you eat.
Very literally.
Yeah.
And that's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, what we're reading, what we're hearing, anything that our senses, our five senses are bringing into our body is shaping who we're becoming.
Right.
And are we being good stewards of that?
Yeah.